Good evening. Welcome to ATWD&H Live Roundtable. My name is Joe Anderson, and on our panel tonight is Amanda Kitts, Teresa Berg-Irwin, and Christine Clegg.
Hey,
Please, if you all would, sound off in the comments section so you're entered in our weekly prize giveaway. I'm sorry, I talked over you guys. You were going to say hello, I guess.
that's fine. No worries.
Hello, everyone.
Hey.
All right, tonight we are doing character analysis of some of our favorite characters. One of mine is Carol, so without further ado, let's get this started. Let's see here. We all know how Carol evolved from abused housewife to warrior first class in a few short seasons. But the first question I got to ask is, why did she last past season 3? Well, it was between her and T-Dog, and T-Dog wasn't part of the comics. And so after that, the showrunners wanted to present a story centering on a victim of abuse becoming a hero. So that is why Carol has stayed around so as long as she has. Knowing all that, let's look at a few of her iffy moments in her redemption arc. And this goes out to you all. Did Carol kill Karen and David?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah,
definitely.
Oh, yes, definitely. 100%.
And
Was it justified?
I think it was, in a way, certainly in her mind back then.
Yes.
That's on, and they don't know if this sickness is connected to the original, zombie virus. So, yeah, in a way, I think she was justified.
I think she was justified too. I think she was just trying to get ahead of it, and she really thought that would take care of it. Yeah, I think that was. But I don't think if she knew that if they would gotten better, that she would have done that.
No,
I was surprised it was Carol. Very surprised. I thought it was going to be. I thought Rick did it.
Yes. Oh, I'm the same, Amanda. I was quite surprised then because, Carol, this is season 3 Carol, not season 10 Carol. So, yeah, I was quite shocked that she did it. But, yeah, that it was justified, I think. The times that they were in then, different to how things were, pre-apocalypse, but also towards the end of the season 10. We know more now, and I don't think that she would have necessarily been so hasty. Although she can be quite predictable, so maybe she would have been.
Right. So, was Carol at any way responsible in causing Sam's death?
I think so, 100%. I do.
Oh yeah.
She freaked that kid out. She freaked him out. She put the terror in his mind. He had 100%.
Oh yeah. She mortified that child.
Yeah, I was shocked actually because, I think I can see why she was doing it. It obviously was back to when Sophia, and she felt that she couldn't protect Sophia, and she was vulnerable. So she feels responsible for Sophia. So she wants to harden up Sam, but at the same time, she's also in her mind not quite, thinking the way she should be. And so she scared the hell out of that kid. And
yes.
scared the hell out of me, and I'm surprised, and I don't think there would be no amount of cookies that could help that situation. And I think she was just, poor Sam. So I know he wasn't a likable character.
It was so weird the way she was with him. She would tell him that, like, you tell, and I'll take you and tie you up. But she was so concerned about what was going on in the home. Of course, she'd be concerned because she experienced herself. But it was like,
Yes, yes, exactly. It was a domestic violence situation. She recognized, she knew that, but she also, looked to be protecting him, but then at the same time, he was not protecting him. And in the end, yes, definitely, she has to take part of the blame for that. So
yes.
So let's see here.
I know it wasn't likable. It was so weird the way she was. She has to take of the blame for that.
Yeah.
So let's see here.
I know it wasn't likable.
What's going on?
No.
Not me.
Nobody.
No. Anything.
One of those things, I guess. Did Carol
I
do
don't
the
have nothing on.
Did Carol do the right thing by using Lydia and showing the Whisperers that she was still alive?
That's a tricky one. I think she very much cared for Lydia, but she was also quite angry with her because of, that Lydia was remaining loyal to her mother, I guess, and awful things were happening with the Whisperers, and I don't think she could see why Lydia still wanted to be, a part of this group. So I think she wanted to protect her, and so I guess she was using her, but I don't think she necessarily wanted her to be harmed.
But I believe that she was using her. Yes, she was using her.
Yeah,
but I also think if she went out there and said Lydia's alive back at Alexandria, they wouldn't have believed her.
Yes, true. So yes, she did.
So they needed to see her.
Yeah.
And
yeah, I think so. I don't think that she, I don't think she was going, oh, I'm going to take her there and this could be dangerous for Lydia, or, this is going to backfire. I think she really thought that was the only way to do it. So, yeah, and I think you're right, Teresa. Yes, they probably wouldn't have believed her, and it would have been, different scenario then.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So, Carol has done so many bad things, more than just the 3 things that I talked about. Why is it that everybody always forgives her in the end?
I don't know. Is it she looks like everyone's mum? Is she like, sure. She's like, I don't know. I'm equal parts frustrated and fascinated, but I love her. The character is amazing. But I would put her down, like, I think if we look at where she's come from, some of the things that she's done leading to where she is now, and even stuff she does now, you just shake your head and think, what? What is she thinking? What is she doing? It seems to be totally the opposite of what she actually believes or thinks. So I don't know. I think she just, I don't know, has a way about her, and people can see that, perhaps she means well, she has a good heart, and that she is someone who they need in this, post-apocalyptic world. She is, necessary. So,
I think a lot of it may be too that they all know that what she's lost. It's like every child that she's tried to take care of,
yes.
something's happened to them.
Oh,
and so she's been through it. That doesn't make it excusable, but no. I think that they look at that and see that, because I know when I read something and they're talking about what Carol did, a lot of the comments, but Carol's been through so much. So I think a lot of that might be.
Well, haven't they all been through so much, though?
Yeah.
Everybody's lost just as much as she has. Everybody, maybe they haven't lost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 kids on her watch, but
she's not the best babysitter. But anyway.
Yeah, you definitely don't. You don't want her to watch your kids.
No, I think hasn't got that. But she is unpredictable, and she is. Sometimes I think, this will be the final straw. They're not going.
I thought it was fascinating, though, that Magna actually talked her out of being reckless.
Yes.
In the last episode, I couldn't believe that.
Yeah,
that blew my mind.
Yeah, that's exactly right. It's like she has good intentions, but then when something happens, she just, it's like a brain snap, and she does totally the opposite of what you think would work or would be right to do. And it's almost like she knows that it's wrong, but she's going to do it anyway, and she just gets with the world, and she's just got to, I don't know, sort of do something to make it herself feel better or make it seem better. It's really hard to...
and the one time that she finally gives in and don't do it, and she turns around and everything actually worked out for her, because when they turned around and started walking, there's the horses come running over the hill,
Yes.
So yeah. But yeah, I thought that was fascinating that Magna actually talked her out of like pushing on and putting everybody in danger because it was getting dark. I think that's what it was.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, yes, she has put a lot of people in danger and has, you know, caused a lot of problems. And I think she knows that. And that's why she's sort of often, well, you know, she has exiled herself at times because she thinks, I'm not good enough. I can't be with the group. And whether that comes back to her being told for a very long time she wasn't good enough. And yeah, so she seems to just go around, like, you get dizzy watching her head spin around and around, and you know, her change of mind, do this, do that. It's but she is a great character, and
maybe I think a lot of times her being that way is too. She's looking for an excuse to die, like she's putting herself in that situation to die.
Yes, oh, definitely, yeah. I mean, we saw right at the end of going over the cliff that she was going, and and I don't think she expected with it that she was going to come out of the tunnel either, out of the caves. So I think, so she's a person that you want, but then at the same time you might not want her because she's almost on a suicide mission herself at times.
Yeah.
So, you know, maybe don't stand so close to Maggie when it's all going to go. Carol, when it's all going to go down.
Or Maggie.
Yeah, or Maggie. Sorry, yes, she's in my head. But yeah, don't stand near Carol when it's all going to go down. Just a little bit away, and you might be a bit safer. So,
Gail says you all must be talking about Carol. Yes, we're talking about Carol for now.
Yes, absolutely.
Hi, Gail. Thank you for joining tonight.
Hi, Gail.
Hey, Gail.
So to bring this all around to the original thing, were they right in killing off T-Dog and keeping Carol?
I think so, because I think I see. Well, I guess we don't know what sort of character T-Dog was going to evolve into. Was he in the comics? I don't know if he is someone who's in the comics.
No, T-Dog wasn't in the comics. That's why that was why they killed him off instead of her.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So we don't know what he would have developed into, but I think having Carol, she is you can do so much more. With a character like that, and she is fascinating, and I think to have someone who's been there from right at the start, surviving to where she has with all that's happened, I think her story is an amazing one. So yeah, I think so. You know, I mean, they couldn't have envisaged, I guess, all that was going to happen and that they were going to write about, but yeah, definitely, I do think it was the right decision.
Yeah, I think her story would end up it definitely would have been a lot more fascinating than T-Dog.
Yeah. So I think she